Good morning, friends. Welcome to the morning pre-market update. Yesterday, as we have seen that Nifty was 0.5% higher, around 36 points. Nifty was higher, even 150 points. Sensex was higher. So yesterday the markets were quite positive. If you look at the FII/DI numbers in FII segment, in cash segment, they were net buyers of around 900 crores. Whereas in the cash segment, they were the net sellers of 400 crores. If you look at the DI cash segment, they were also a seller of 246 odd crores. So yesterday's European markets closed little flattish only because DAX was flattish, CAC was little higher, 0.5%, around 0.5% higher, and FTSE was 0.5% lower. So it was a mixed cues from European markets. If you look at the US markets, Dow and Nasdaq both were on a flattish note. Today morning, Nikkei was on a positive side and Hang Seng was around 0.6% lower. SGX Nifty is completely flattish. So more or less we may open in a flattish note as we know that this is a result season. And yesterday we are getting a lot of hits and misses like last week of Reliance and yesterday's Ultratech, which was a miss. So a lot of companies are coming out with a mixed results. So we are waiting for a good result season going forward.
Good morning, friends. We'll give analysis on derivatives. In yesterday's market, taking mixed cues from the, or rather taking positive cues from the international markets, our market also opened with a gap up of around 20-30 points, mainly backed by gains in large cap stock like Reliance Industries due to its better than expected Q2 numbers, due to which we have seen Nifty opening up with a positive bias. And thereon, throughout the day, we have seen Nifty constantly holding on its positive gains, as market price also remained positive throughout the day. However, it was traded in a narrow range, and there was not much of activity which was seen during the last part of the day. And eventually, Nifty managed to close on a flattish note of 0.14% at 8270.75. Now, the open interest terms, we have seen some kind of reduction, that is around 73,000 shares were reduced in open interest. On percentage terms, 0.29% shares were reduced in open interest. However, the cost of carry have now turned into discount from premium of around, that is from positive 7.5% to negative currently at 1.5%. That is, Nifty is currently trading a discount of around 5 odd points compared to the premium of around 13-14 points. So majority of the unwinding was observed mainly to the long unwinding as we are heading towards the crucial resistance of 8,300, due to which market participants do not want to take risk by holding on the long positions, and they have been unwinding some of their long bets. While put call ratio have increased in yesterday's trade from 1.02 to 1.03, and it's still above 1, which is a positive sign. It's been able to sustain above 1 from the last 6 to 7 trading sessions. That's a positive sign. However, we have not been able to get the positive momentum in the market, which should be expected when the put call ratio is trading about 1. Indian volatility index have seen some kind of an uptick in yesterday's trade. It was up by around 3.5% from 16.28 to 16.88 levels currently. Now, the options activity, not much of activity was observed in call option. Out of the money, 8,300, which is the highest in terms of open interest, with around 58 lakh shares in it, have seen minor addition of around 7%, and same with 8,400 call option have seen a minor addition of around 7%. And the put option, we have seen significant amount of build up in open interest, due to which put call ratio have also increased, especially in 8,200 strike price, which have seen a significant amount of addition with highest base. We have seen an addition of around 26 odd percentage, which is quite huge, and 8,200 can act as an immediate support for our market. While 8,300, which is slightly in the money, have also seen an addition of around 15 odd percentage. That too is the activity is taken on the positive side. While 8,000 put option, which is the highest in terms of open interest with around 58 lakh shares in it, have seen a minor addition of around 2 odd percentage. So what I've been seeing is in the put option, the position are now getting shifted on the higher strike price from the lower strike price, while in call option there is not much of activity which has been seen. Market participants are been not taking any risk to short call option. However, they have been seeing some kind of writing happening in put option that indicates a bit positive sign. On the lower side, we might see 8,200 acting as a good support for our market. There are no securities in buying period for today's trade. On FIS terms, in index futures, there were net sellers of 403 odd crores. Open interest went up by around 0.5%, indicating some kind of short positions was being created by them. In index options, there were net buyers of 480 crores, while in stock futures, there were net buyers of 237 crores, and stock options net buyers of 37 crores only. For 5 days, we have is at 8,200 with a lower range at 8,200 and higher range at 8,300. So in today's trading session, if market dips in case, then 8,200 is a level to watch out quite closely. Since we have seen significant amount of addition in put option, also our VWAP level of VWAP is also at 8,200. So market participants on the downside can accumulate some kind of a long positions, keeping a stop anywhere around 8180, 8,200 for today's trade if market comes down, and it's a good opportunity to go long in the market. SGX Nifty is trading flat, it's just down by 1 point, it's at 8271, indicating some kind of flattish opening can be expected in today's trade. That's it from derivatives, thank you.
Now let's look at today's trading ideas. The first idea for today is Adani Ports at CMP 318. Adani Ports signs a MOU with IPGA, India Pulses and Grains Association to handle pulses at its port facility in Gujarat. Action to be taken long Adani Ports, stop loss at 313, target at 325. Next idea for today is Nestle India at CMP 6476. Gujarat and Karnataka lifts ban on sale of Maggi. Nestle to start selling Maggi in 2-3 weeks. Action to be taken is long Nestle, stop loss at 6435 and target at 6550, 6570. The third idea of the day is SKS Micro. CMP at 4439. SKS Micro has declared strong results and PAT guidance raised by 20%. Action to be taken is long SKS Micro, stop loss at 439, target at 463, 467. News update for today is Mahindra & Mahindra's agribusiness division has forayed into branded pulses space with NeuroPro brand. The company today launched the NeuroPro Tur Dal in Mumbai and said it will soon expand its footprint in other pulses and related value-added products like besan in nearby areas like Pune and Nasik. S&P retains India's rating at BBB- and rules out upgrade. September coal import slumps 27% to 12.6 million tons. This following unprecedented increase in coal production by Coal India. Indigo has run into a rough weather ahead of its initial public offering, with investors and analysts questioning the company's promoters for taking dividends higher than the airline net profit through the past 5 years. Indigo cuts IPO size by 200 crores to 3,000 crore. The promoters of the company will now sell about 23 million shares against 26.1 million proposed for IPO offer for sale components. Government likely to import 3,000 tons of pulses to contain prices. DoT likely to conduct audit of telecom from 2008. Reliance Jio likely to delay its December Pan-India launch. PNB Housing Finance plans Rs 2,500 crores IPO. REC plans to raise 700 crores via tax-free bonds. ONGC to buy stake in Adani Wellspin crude oil block. Indian Oil executing Rs 12,000 crore pipeline project to ramp up capacity. Projects would ramp up IOC's fuel carrying capacity by 25 million ton per annum. Now results today, what we are looking at ACC, because yesterday Ultratech had come up, ACC we are estimating in 153 crores. Hero MotoCorp in two-wheeler space we are expecting 729 crores. Federal Bank is 239 crores. Jyoti Labs at 36.2 crores. Concor at 235 crores. Container Corporation. Bajaj Finance is 255 crores. Now, stocks with positive bias and stock with negative bias. Positive bias we have Dr. Reddy 4344, TV18 at 34, Hindustan Unilever at 784. With negative bias we have JSW Steel at 892. Now, stocks for investment, what we are looking at is Aditya Birla Nuvo 2142, Britannia 3304, HDFC Bank 1097, Tata Motors DVR 264 and Z Entertainment at 430. Thank you friends, happy investing.